the king of tragedy.
Would you like me to let him in?
This is Lewis Sanderson.
Sanderson.
Yes, please let him in.
Okay.
The crying phenomenon. Here's an example. You guys, just to refresh your... This is a recent one he had. There. Oh my God, he's already teary-eyed. It looks like. Hold on.
What do you want from me?
This is just to jog people's memories. But I think everybody knows this guy, Lewis. Can you hear me?
No, not yet.
Oh,
stand by.
Doesn't he look teary-eyed already?
A little bit. Yeah. I think it's actually here. Hold on.
So I'll play this while you're working on that. This one,
I really don't know what it is.
This one did major numbers.
I want to say,
There he is, Lewis. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Lewis, you're a TikTok phenomenon. You know.
Hello from England to LA.
Hello over there. By the way, thank you for making the time to call in. I know the time difference is pretty tricky, so I appreciate that very much.
Yeah, I think it's 8 hours difference, but I've had a few technical issues, but I've ironed them out. I hope that the audio isn't too delayed.
It's a little bit. I'll give it a little time, but I think we'll be okay. So, listen, man, Lewis, I've been following you for a while. Thank you. However, you are really making a name for yourself on TikTok. How are you feeling about your success there?
Well, firstly, thank you so much for having me on your podcast. I am also a fan.
No way.
I am.
Did you know that?
I didn't know that. No.
Oh my God.
Yes. No. I do follow some podcasts, and you are a podcast that I've been following even before I even started out on social media, on TikTok more specifically. I'm part of a big family, and there's a lot of people within my family that love you guys. So, yeah,
that is so nice of you. Thank you. I'm so glad.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm really...
So let me ask you this,
I'm
Lewis.
I'm really honored to do this.
Oh, thank you so
today.
much. I appreciate it. I'm honored to have you on, really. So tell me, how did you find this niche? Because you're an actor, it seems, but you have a specialization in depicting absolute despair. How did you find this niche?
I think, well, firstly, I trained professionally at a drama school in London, 2004 through to 2008. I essentially did my drama training for the stage. I dipped into a bit of media, acting to camera, and really my whole life I've been a huge fan of film, and I really knew that is where I wanted to place my passion. I obviously, the difference between stage and film is that, you know, stage is a lot bigger. I say this, obviously my acting in front of the camera can be quite big in terms of the emotions, but I've always been drawn to the pain that people can experience in life with you know, their own life, with the misfortunes, the love, the heartbreak, the loss, the trauma, the mental health, and I think, you know, I grew up in a big family and I had a good upbringing, but you know, being part of a big family and having a lot of different dynamics and a lot of different individual journeys throughout a very big family.
How big's your family?
Well, I'm one of 7, so I'm one
That's
of
a big
7.
family.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
And I've not actually prepped this answer, so I think if my memory serves me correctly, I'm like uncle times 14, 15.
Oh wow,
So
that's a lot. That is a lot of
I have a lot
kids.
of nieces and nephews, and and then just life. I've just turned. Well, actually, this is an exclusive for you guys because I've never had to speak about this. I've never been asked. I just turned 40 recently.
Wow. Breaking news. Thank you for sharing. That is huge, man.
I've just, I've had 40 years of life experience, and in my 40 years, I've had a lot of happiness. I've had a lot of sadness. I've had a lot of
it's the human condition, isn't it? At the end of the day, that's what you are after.
I think when I treat my audience like, from an acting perspective, when I watch movies or TV shows, I love it. I love all genres. I love comedy, thriller, horror, drama. Of course, I love drama. But the stuff that really gets me teary-eyed, the stuff that really gives me goosebumps, the stuff that really makes me feel like I've had a punch in my stomach is when I watch stuff that feels so real and authentic, and I can relate to it, or I know somebody that's been through something similar, and I feel like that is how I would react if that happened to me.
So I think you're really good at capturing that human condition. I have to say, is this a stepping stone? Are we looking for critical roles? I'm sure there's got to be some tragedy coming up. Are you afraid you're getting typecast, though? We might be narrowing your potential.
Listen, we live in a day and age where we are oversaturated with talent and social media.
True.
And everybody, whatever your field of talent may be, not even talking about the arts, but specifically talking about the arts. We're all trying to get by. We're all trying to make a name for ourselves, if that's something that, one should choose to do, because you don't have to put yourself in front of the camera and social media but I know my talent, I know my skills, I know my strengths as an actor, and I can portray the really kind of powerful, hard-hitting stuff. Now, if that is what I've put myself into a box doing, it's working for me.
True.
It's giving me it's giving me recognition.
True.
It's giving me a fan base. It's giving me an audience.
And you're the best at it. I've never seen somebody, your most recent one, you depicted somebody freezing to death, and you did prosthetics and you did makeup. It looked like maybe you had even a budget for that one, eh?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, because I keep going and I never quit, and I've realized that for the fact, because I know that I'm very self-aware. I'm very aware of, I've got my fans, I've got my haters, I've got the people that love what I do, I've got the people that don't understand what I do. I'm tired of having to justify and explain. It's all very clearly written within all of my platforms. This is who I am, this is what I do. Now, I have to, because I love what I do and I have a deep passion for what I do, and I will continue doing what I do. For the fans, I have to, it sounds quite depressing in a way, because I have to keep thinking of what is the next traumatic event that I can go through.
You have a list? Like, yeah, you're running out of tragedies.
I have books full of notes and ideas and brainstorming.
Oh my God.
But at the end of the day, this has been, like you just rightly said, and I take that because that is the truth. I've put myself in this box, and it's you know, how can I keep things fresh? How can I keep people excited about for the true fans? How can I keep them excited about what's going to happen next?
What if you did like extreme joy? Have you experimented into other extreme emotions?
Listen, if I do the videos you know me to do, and they go on to get 20 to 50 million views, and I do a video of joy that gets 20,000 views, which videos do you think I'm going to continue doing?
So are you saying the joy ones have not paid off? You've tried it. It is not a good format.
Even when I don't have as many tears or as much snot or as much or as much saliva.
Really?
I have my true fans messaging me, an army of fans messaging me. I do not like this one. There's not enough tears. There's not enough this.
Wow.
There's not enough.
Wow, that's an impossible bar of expectations. That's a lot to bear.
They're really critical.
Yeah, that's a lot there.
Yeah, and so they want the real, the raw, the ugly, the snot, the tears. They want it all. With the snow effects one, again, a lot of these, what people don't understand necessarily is I'm completely self-independent. I'm writing them, I'm producing them, I'm directing them, I'm lighting them, I'm marketing them, I'm doing my own makeup for them. I'm getting backdrops specifically in for different videos. You know, and then I've got a brother, one of my 7 siblings, my younger brother, who's very good with IT, and I pull him in a lot to help me film certain videos that are a little bit more, you know, too complex for me to do all by myself. But 90% of what you see, I'm setting up myself, I'm filming myself, I'm putting together myself. You know, I'm essentially a sort of one-man army with it all. And now I've got to the point where this has become my full-time job.
Wow. You're a professional crier.
Yeah.
You are gotta be the only professional crier in the entire world, man.
I was a deputy manager for over 4 years in my most recent job since post-lockdown. Actually, I say post-lockdown. The start of lockdown, I came out of kind of one job or industry into, I became a support worker, a carer for children, young adults with learning disabilities, challenging behavior.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Nice.
That's wonderful.
And I was doing that for over 4 years, and I worked my way up to deputy manager, and I was very good at my job and very passionate about it. And this became such a demand for me that, and financially, it was also paying off.
I believe I believe the way to explain that is, I forget who said it, but it's quote, "Fuck them kids."
No.
Oh, okay.
But I hear what you're saying, but I very passionate about that job. Know that I can always go back to that job. But this is allowing me my social media status and the platforms that I'm on and the fans that I have and the money that I'm able to make from it, just being honest, is allowing me to do essentially full time what I've always been passionate about, which is telling really powerful, hard-hitting stories, and I have an audience for it. So I have to try and...
We're living dreams out here. Dreams are happening. Can I ask you, what do you think is your best performance?
What do you mean? In terms of the what you've seen on TikTok, or?
Well, yeah. What of your catalog, your public catalog?
Of my catalog, the one I'm most proud of is, I don't know if you've seen it, but it's, and also I'd like to just make a note, because I know there might be some people watching this going, he doesn't write all of his own stuff, because a lot of his videos are taken from you know, famous movie scenes, etc. And that is true as well. Sometimes I just recreate in my own way a particular movie scene that really had an emotional impact on me, and I want to give it my own kind of angle and my own style, and that's true as well. But for example, the one on the mountain, the one in the trapped in the cave, and the one I put out today in the jungle.
Oh, there's a new one today.
Oh, we should watch that. Here it is.
There's a new one.
A new one that I dropped today.
Oh.
I wrote those myself. But so it's a bit 50-50. Sometimes I'll take something that I'm inspired by, and I might adapt it slightly. And
Lewis, do you mind if I'd like to watch this with you?
Yeah, of course.
So I'll let it play, and then
today.
And then I'll talk to you about it. So this is Backpacker Lost in Jungle. For 17 days, he records a message to his son. A lot of these, I noticed that's a popular motif. Message, you know what I mean?
The wife or
this is it.
Kid.
We're sending this out. It's our last
Things
message.
people can empathize with, you know, if they were in that situation.
You did a last message from space. You did a last message from an ice cave. Now we're doing a last message from the jungle.
Again, it's what is the next tragic situation I can be caught up in.
Can I give some maybe last message from a spelunker? You know what spelunking is?
I know I've heard of the phrase, but I don't exactly
know. It's cave diving. You know what would be a good one? You know the guys who they do those really tiny caves and they crawl in it? That'd be a good one. You get stuck in the fucking hole.
Mm.
Yeah, fans have suggested that as an idea, but I would really struggle with that as a human being because that's one of my worst fears. So.
Well, I wouldn't recommend actually crawling into a hole.
You can use it.
I do like to go a bit message, you know?
Wait, I have a really fun one. You are one of the scientists that was developing the nuclear bomb, and you accidentally touched it and got exposed to lethal radiation. And you only have like 5 or 10 minutes to live.
I like it. There's a scene in Con Air with Nicolas Cage that's quite similar to that.
That's good, and I like that because we can get you in like a lab coat, and I feel like the costume and the atmosphere would be really fun. But enough about that. Let's see what's happening in the jungle. 17 days, man. That's a long time.
Oh, the best thing that's ever happened. I've been lost in the jungle for 17 days. I can't walk on my feet. I keep going in circles. My portable power bank is damaged. This is my last bit of battery on my phone.
What's wrong?
The music?
Is the music copyrighted? Do you know what music that is? Oh, he's muted, Zach. Oh.
We can't hear you.
At the moment, your mic is muted, and it's not on our end, Lewis. If you maybe... Oh, there you go. Okay. I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's the music is so cut, which I use quite often, and it's from the TikTok library, so I don't know if it's copyrighted, if it's okay for YouTube. I'm not sure.
Okay. Oh, we're actually, you know what? We're uploading it and checking, so we'll be able to watch it in a second here.
But I'd just like to answer your question quickly. One of my favorite videos I put out is the one was actually inspired and taken from a movie called Basketball Diaries with Leonardo DiCaprio, where I'm the addict outside the back door of my mother's house, and I'm begging her to give me some money and to help me out and to let me in because I'm desperate, basically, to get some money for, you know, the bad stuff.
Heroin.
Yeah, I was really proud of that video.
So hold on, let's watch that one then. That's the one I want to see. Can somebody pull that one up? That sounds powerful. The first one I saw of yours was the one where like your child drowns.
I remember because I saw your video reacting to it.
I was just like, wow, this is a lot, you know. And you used a real child in it too. Whose kid was that?
That was my nephew.
One of your and they're disposable. You have so many of them.
I know.
You can drown a few of them here and there.
I've pretty much massacred my entire family.
Here I've got the Basketball Diaries one. Let's watch this. This sounds beautiful. Let's watch this one. And then the music. I guess we got to check it. So let's watch. This is the one he says is his magnum opus. Would you call this? Yes. So let's check this one, the Basketball Diary ones. What do you ever think like this? I have an idea, but like this is maybe too far. Like maybe this is too tragic. This is too crazy.
I do, and I think also I'm having to think like you're having to think with the music for with regards to your podcast and is it copyrighted, is it not? You know, obviously all of the different social media platforms have different rules and regulations. And
he's
different
in a cave.
levels of being.
It's unfortunately it sounds like you're in a cave, although you look healthy.
Yeah.
Sorry, what I mean to say is the audio's getting a little.
Oh, is it?
Oh, there you. Yeah, I can hear you now. It just was for a moment. Yeah, you're good now.
Yeah. So the I have to think. You know, there's, for example, what I'm trying to say is I can't really ever use blood for TikTok.
Oh.
But I can use
Are you
blood
sure?
for Instagram, and I can use blood for Instagram and YouTube.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So what are some bloody ones that you've thought about doing?
Well, if TikTok is my biggest audience and my biggest platform, if they weren't as sensitive as they are, I could really take it to the next level, you know?
What's in a blood idea? I'm curious. I got to know. Like, what's your craziest bloody idea? It's muted again, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think he's having network issues because it keeps shrinking the video too.
This is what it would sound like if you were dying in outer space. There's no audio in space. So that's
right.
So he's doing yet another
we're getting into,
role
into
play
character here. The jungle video is okay. Maybe we can try and fix this audio issue while we watch the
okay.
The jungle video.
Okay, fantastic. So Lewis, we're gonna watch the one that you love, the Basketball Diaries one, and then hopefully we'll work out the audio issues as that goes on. Addiction is a moral failing. Oh, sorry. That's exactly opposite of what it says.
Mom.
Addiction is not a moral failing. It is a disease that can happen to anyone. Good point, man.
That's true.
That is true.
Mom. Mom. Mom, please. Mom. Hi, Mum. I need a favour. I need some money. Just like 5, 10, 20 pounds.
Is there a method for getting super like you get the saliva going and you get like sticky saliva too? So like, you know what I mean? Like when you open and close your mouth, it's all there. Oh, dang, the audio still doesn't work. All right, I'll keep watching.
Damn it.
Oh, there you are. Wait, I can hear you.
Okay. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Do you know what it is with the saliva? Is like when I'm in that moment, because I'm in that moment and I've got into it, my mouth becomes so dry. And when your mouth becomes so dry, it just, for some reason, it just all starts spitting out of my mouth.
Really?
You know, it kind of works for me. So, you know, it's kind of become a little bit of a what's the word? You know,
slimy.
Well, it's become expected, you know.
And can you cry readily? You're very good at that as well.
Well, for example, if you was to ask me to cry right now, I couldn't just cry like that. But remember, I'm a trained actor, and when you see these videos, you're seeing them in completion and behind the scenes and the preparation and the learning the lines and the figuring it all out and the getting on to location and the setting up the cameras and the taking the time to get into that mindset of that character and the emotion of that character, then I can get into those tears and that kind of that deep psyche of that character, because that's what actors do, you know, and that is the process.
Lewis, I have a list of suggestions people have put together. Dog ran over, kids drown. He's already did that. Freeze to death. He did. You get fired from work. Daughter's kidnapped. Did you do one of those or?
I've done son kidnapped.
What about okay, so you have a daughter left.
You could do a variation, yeah.
Yeah. Someone ate your sandwich. I don't know if that's tragic enough. It depends what kind of sandwich it was. House burns down.
It depends how psychotic I react to that.
Right. Maybe the sandwich is the last straw.
Right, like a coworker took it out of the fridge and ate your sandwich, and that's the snapping point.
You snap.
I've already had a midlife crisis. You know, my wife's
you can make anything work.
Totally.
Okay, make this one work. Stubbed your toe.
Yeah, because that could just be again the final straw that breaks the camel's back, as we say here in England. You know?
We say that too in America.
That's the thing that just sends me over the edge completely.
Gary V shoots your family in the face. Yeah, I know, it's horrible.
I don't know what any of that meant.
Yeah, it's okay. Trapped in a cave, you did that. Trapped in jungle, you did that. Sued by Ryan Kavanaugh, that one's too niche. Come on, guys. And James Charles asks for your Snapchat.
Oh, no.
Scary stuff. So let me finish watching this. I want to watch the conclusion of this.
Okay. No problem.
I'm in some trouble, Mum. I need your help. I just need some money. Please, Mum. Please. You know I'm not going to do anything with it, please. I just need some money. I just need to get away for a bit. I'm in some trouble, Mum.
Wow. Damn, good music choice.
I just need some money, Mum. Mum.
It's a lot of, So is your mom actually in the house? Who's in the house?
No.
The house empty. Right. I'm trying to read your lips at the moment. Unfortunately, we can't hear you again. The audio dropped out.
Oh, damn.
Oh, there you are. There you are.
It always comes back as soon as we say something.
Very odd.
It's so weird.
Yeah, that was a really powerful performance. I agree. That was terrific. So you wouldn't be able to do a live demonstration for us?
Well, especially now if it's freezing.
Well, of crying.
Yeah, like I'll give you a scenario. And I'll give you music too.
I don't know if I'll give you music as well.
Yeah.
I don't.
The music's, yeah. Zach,
because I need the music.
Let's hear. You can hear it. It's pretty good, right?
That's nice. It's nice.
Nice.
Quite gentle.
What's it make you think about?
Reminiscing.
I think because of the connection, the noise can't. This is not going to work.
It's not happening.
This is not going to happen.
Well, listen.
To put it simply.
Yeah. Lewis, I am a fan. I will continue to watch, and I thank you very kindly for calling in and sharing your story. I'm surprised to see that you're a serious thespian. You're a serious actor. And I love that. I really appreciate that. And following your passion, and that's what all life is about, isn't it? Isn't it?
Of course. Listen, I don't know if can you hear this? Or...
Yes, we're good.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, I don't know. I felt we might have a few delays and technical issues, but I love what I do. I care about what I do, and I take it very seriously. And I put a lot of effort and hard work into it. And I continue to do it because I love it and it's my passion. But because I've now got myself in a situation whereby there's a following and a fan base, and they want more. I take this very seriously, and I've got a lot of content coming out.
Yeah, that's what we want to hear.
The tears are ready to be shed. How many? We're losing our parents. We're losing our kids. Everybody around us is dying. It's all fucking happening. Armageddon. Wait, why don't you do like Armageddon, like asteroids about to hit the Earth, dude?
It's I promise you.
Mass extinction event.
It's all coming. It's all coming.
All right. Well, we all look forward to watching you, Lewis, and we wish you all the best. Thank you so much for calling in. I really appreciate that.
Thanks for calling in.
Take care.
Thank you, everyone, for having me on. Yeah,
Take
keep
care.
up the good work, and I will continue to watch all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, man. And likewise. Continue the arts, my friend.
Thank you so much, Lewis.
It's what
it's just so cool that you guys are in LA. I mean, it's just awesome.
it is awesome. The internet rules, doesn't it?
Yeah, it rules, and I really want to come to LA one day.
Well, hit us up. Yeah.
If I'm ever in LA, I would love to meet you all and, chat and drink and have a
Shed
good
some
time.
tears.
Sounds awesome.
We'll cry together, my friend.
Cry together. So much.
All right, take
Thank
care,
you.
buddy.
Bye.
Thanks, Lewis.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What an interesting guy. He's such a serious actor. I find that interesting.
I loved listening to him talk about it. He described, I learned about it in school, the Adler technique. That's what he uses when you pretend that it's happening to you.
Mm-hmm.
I implement that as well, Lewis.
You're an Adler?
I'm an Adler
An
technique
Adler?
user. Strasbourg is when you pull from something bad that actually happened to you, and that kind of fucks actors up. Sometimes that's method acting kind of. And then I don't know the third one, but
The Ethan
I like the one
method?
where you pretend it's happening to you.
The Klein method is you just do it.
You just do it.
It's called the ad lib.
You just do
It's
the
not the
scene.
Adler, it's the ad lib.
I don't think. I just act. Wow.
Wow.
Phenomenal.
Oh, it makes me feel
He
kind
was
of
delightful.
sad
So
for
good.
him if TikTok gets banned, right? That would be
That'll be his
really
final goodbye from TikTok.
devastating.
Yeah. Although,
Oh, he's not in America though, so he's good.
Right. True.
Wait, what?
He's not in America,
Oh,
so
yeah.
he'll
Oh, it's
be
only
fine.
here.
Yep.
although I
only
have to
here.
imagine a huge part of his audience. is
Right.
Yeah, I guess
True.
probably.
Wouldn't be
That's
shut
true,
down.
though. It's only here.
Right.
Yeah, it's great. So there it is. The man, the myth, the legend himself, the man who's died 1,000 deaths and lived to tell the tale.
I mean, we were talking about how depressing social media can be before with the chiropractor and
Yeah.
misinformation, but then this is the beautiful side of it.
Mm-hmm.
He built a whole career now out of
It is. Well, it's also very tragic too, just because
Mhm.
of everything he does. It's very sad.
that too.
But
But inspiring.
that's life, isn't it? And life is great.
That's life.
Very good. Very good. Yeah, I wasn't sure if he'd be able to do a live demo. I know it's a lot to put someone on the spot, I was gonna try to get him to do Gary Vee assassinated his whole family.
I think
Once he was starting to talk about
considering
what a method it is for him, I knew that was probably going to be a no. I think he's
He's
got
a lead up.
work himself up
Yeah.
into
Yeah.
a frenzy. Yeah.
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 I really wanted Smeagol because he looks like Andy Serkis too, so thought it'd be cool.
Like he just lost the ring. Imagine that.
Well, going back and
that's a
forth,
good one.
like crying and then being like happy. I think it's the only way we could get him to be somewhat happy.
Oh, play Golem and Smeagol,
Yeah.
like in the movie.
Mhm.
Oh man,
That's powerful.
he's up for it. I think he'd be up to the task.
All right, what do we got here? We got. You guys want to read more about toilet paper?
No.